Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some pleasant conditions across the region this morning. We are seeing, however, some northeasterly winds pick up across the area, seeing some winds about 10 to 15 knots sustained, gusting up to about 23 to 24 knots this morning. So a slight chance we see a wind advisory for a brief time period this morning into the early afternoon hours. And with those northeasterly winds, seeing a bit cooler temperatures today across the region, seeing highs in the mid to upper 50s. And we'll see those temperatures fall quite dramatically once we move in the evening hours. The sun angle starts to go down, and those northeasterly winds continue across the region with temperatures falling into the 40s. Overall, next few days, looking at tranquil weather, just some breezy conditions today. Going to see some low clouds moving in the region for our Thursday and our Friday. They'll be in and out of the area. But overall, not going to see much in the way of chance of precipitation until we move into Sunday evening, into overnight Sunday into Monday. And before that, just seeing some fairly tranquil conditions across the region. Looking at our sounding from this morning, freezing level around 10,000 feet. Our winds are the northeast and the low levels about 20 knots, and seeing those winds switch out of the northwest, increasing with height up to 49 knots at 25,000 feet. Our current surface analysis, we do have high pressure building in New England, pushing a backdoor cold front down the coast this morning that has come through the region and is giving us those breezy northeasterly winds currently across the area. This area high pressure will be over New England and pressing down across the region for the next few days. We'll see some more low-level cloudiness build across the region from the ocean and moving onshore once we move into possibly tonight, especially once we move into Friday. So looking at our satellite imagery this morning, you see we just have some serious cloudiness well off to our north. In general, lots of sunshine across the region this morning, and going to see that throughout the day today. And look at the European model the next 2 days. You can see here high pressure over New England, a boundary that's going to be across the region, staying just over our area for both Thursday and Friday. And as I mentioned, Friday looks like a cloudier day across the region than Thursday at this time. But overall, both days we'll see onshore flow, cooler temperatures than we've seen the last few days here, Wallops temperatures in the 50s. Moving into our Saturday, we'll see a warm front move through during the morning hours. That could give us a brief sprinkle across the region. And then into Saturday afternoon, we'll see a warm sector move into the region. That's going to give us much warmer air across the region, as well as some southerly breezes. So we'll see here along the coast at Wallops, temperatures in the 60s. Inland, we'll see temperatures possibly mid-70s. So looking like feeling much like spring across the region for the weekend. And moving to Sunday, much the same. This cold front's going to have a tough time moving towards the region. Of the ridge over the Atlantic really builds across our region. That's going to give us some breezy conditions to windy conditions on Sunday, a chance of some showers as we move in the evening hours. But overall, this cold front has trended slower moving towards the region for Sunday. And looks like that system will move through, especially once we move into Sunday night into Monday, and possibly lingering for the daytime hours on Monday, as the European model here is showing. And on Tuesday, we'll just have a fairly seasonable air mass in the region with high pressure in control as it appears now. Our risk chart for today, we'll see a high around 57 this morning, then temperatures falling in the lower 50s by this afternoon. We'll see an overnight low of 42 degrees, northeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, gets to 24 knots for this morning into the early afternoon hours. Then winds will continue to lighten and become light overnight, northeast 3 to 7 knots. So we'll have a chance of that, slight chance of that winds at or greater than 25 knots from this morning into the early afternoon hours. And then we'll see a chance of some low clouds building in overnight. Our terminal forecast, we'll see VFR conditions for the daytime hours today, and then we'll continue in general with VFR conditions, but we'll have a chance of some lower ceilings below 500 feet for the overnight hours, and also a very slight chance of some drizzle with those low clouds. Our tides are running normal. Looking at Thursday and Friday. Thursday, mostly to partly cloudy with a chance of some low clouds, a high 58 degrees. Thursday night, mostly cloudy overcast with low clouds likely, a very slight chance of patchy drizzle, a low of 41. And for Friday, mostly cloudy to overcast with low clouds likely. We'll see a very slight chance of patchy drizzle early, and it'll be cooler on Friday, high 54 degrees. Looks like our best chance I mentioned of those low clouds will come Thursday night into Friday with oranges here for our ceilings below 500 feet, and a slight chance we see that on Thursday. So looking at the next 7 days, we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for today and tomorrow. And then for our Friday, we'll see temperatures back into the lower to mid 50s, temperatures in the 60s for Saturday and Sunday, Right now, expecting temperatures in the mid to upper 60s for both Saturday and Sunday here at Wallops. Inland locations I mentioned, we'll see temperatures in the 70s for both days. And move into our range chances. We'll see that come in late Sunday evening and continuing to linger during the morning hours on Monday. We'll see temperatures in the upper 50s for Monday and Tuesday, with looks like a lot of sunshine across the region for Tuesday of next week, temperatures near 60. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great day today. Back tomorrow morning, 8:15 at 10 a.m.